broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
All right. We got a little upgrade you.
Ooh. A little bit.
A little bit.
That's good.
I think we're all beehive in here, right?
It's a good it's a good sign. It's a good start to this show.
Good lead into this episode, guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. This is Vanderpump Rules, and this is season 4, episode 1. I can't believe we were already in season 4. I didn't realize that it went so fast. But I'm your host, Courtney Stewart, and joining me in the studio today, I have my new friend, Dan Babbitt.
Correct.
Did I get it right?
Okay. And Courtney Stewart. Correct.
Courtney Stewart, yes.
I know.
He's our Aussie in town right now, looking dapper with his bow tie.
Thank you very much. You've got to be in it to win it. You know, I always say I didn't wake up today to be mediocre, did I?
No. There is no mediocre up in here. And speaking of no mediocre, we have a special guest, guys, from the cast of Vanderpump Rules, looking also equally as fabulous, dying over this hair right now, honey.
Love you.
What's up, Jessie Montana? How you doing?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Welcome.
I'm good. I feel winded. I just raced over from a viewing party with the cast.
Oh, okay.
Here I am with you, lovely peeps.
What was that?
I know.
Well, how was the party?
It was perfect. It was a long day. I was at the
Long
salon.
day. Yes.
Then I had a date. Then I went to the thing.
Oh,
and now I'm
honey,
here.
you got a full day.
So I am winded.
You got it all in. He's winded and he's thirsty. So if anybody can help us out in the booth and hook us up with some water, he really needs some water. And then, because we got to talk about everything that's going on and we can't have him passing out from dehydration and whatnot. Okay.
I love you.
So you got to go to a viewing party. We see this first episode. Let's just jump right into the episode first, and then we will find out a lot more about you. Towards the end, we'll do a little bit. Okay, so this episode, we open it up and Lisa is in her peplum jackets that I love so much, looking fabulous with the cleavage rolling, and she's got necklaces and jewelry on, and she comes in and y'all are having a meeting at the restaurant. Okay. So everybody's sitting down. We kind of get a little scoop on how everything has been going. We get like flashbacks from the previous seasons and everybody's crazy. Is everybody really that crazy up in that restaurant? Like all the time. How do y'all get any work done? Like in serve? Because I've gone to serve. You've gone to serve.
I've been to serve lots of times.
I always get my food. I get my drinks. But when you watch the show, you're like, how in the world are y'all? Like, come on. Give us the scoop, Jessie.
You know what?
What's really
Everyone actually
on?
genuinely does a great job. Everyone's amazing at what they do. When they're there, they clock in. Everyone's on point, on fleek, whatever you want to say. But it's good. It's good, you know? When we work, I mean, Lisa can say for herself, like, we're there for her. So everybody's just doing what they got to do, keeping everybody happy. It's customers first and drama second. But you guys get to see the drama first, so.
We get to see the drama.
The drama is very real. Thank God the summer's over.
Totally. And how are you getting along with your other, castmates? Because obviously everyone's got a big personality. Everyone wants to be famous. There are lots of egos. How are you kind of settling into the cast and into the show? Because you're obviously new to this season.
I am a little freshman.
I
I love everybody. You know, I've actually been friends with everybody for quite some time, and it just, everything just kind of fell into place the way it did. Lisa gave me an opportunity to come work for Pump first, actually, and then they brought me over to Sir, so I moonlight at both places.
All right.
And it's been good. Everybody's amazing. I love everybody. Sheena's my best friend, so she kind of was the liaison to kind of get me through everything. I actually did an AfterBuzz show with her last year.
Yes.
And it was amazeballs. I got myself into a little trouble with Stassi, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. And Stassi's coming back apparently this season after we really thought she was gone, but
Little birdie said so.
Little birdie said so. Okay, all right. So were you worried at all about like, okay, I'm about to be on a reality show for real now? Like, did you have any concerns going into it about, how that affects? Thank you, Marissa.
Thanks, Marissa. Love you.
Love you. He needed it. Did you have any concerns though?
I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I wasn't really that nervous about it until we wrapped. And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, are you so excited? Are you so excited? It's gonna be crazy. We're so excited for you." And I'm like, I'm honestly like couldn't even tell you how I feel. Like, come premiere day, talk to me after.
Okay.
So.
All right. So how are you feeling right this moment after having seen the episode?
I feel optimistic. I think it's gonna be good. You know, it's been a fun summer. It's great to have an opportunity to hang out with all your friends and do this crazy experience that's just a magnified version of your life, and it's amazing. I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. And obviously you come from a singing background for everyone that doesn't know. So was that kind of a conscious thing that you decided to try and reboot your singing career as well?
I feel like I've avidly been doing it my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been literally like auditioning and singing and making music and writing music my whole life. So it just, you know, I'm a hairstylist as well. So I kind of have been doing that for the last 7-8 years, kind of like a slave to it. I've been an apprentice to countless amounts of celebrity stylists and colorists. So I basically have been somebody's bitch for the last 7 years. And now I'm on my own, which means I have more time for me, more time for my clients, more time for my music. And it's been a wild summer. You know, like my first single came out in July, Drunk on You, which I'm really excited about. And it's just all kind of happening. It's surreal.
Cool. Well, that's exciting.
Surreal.
There we go. What a good
No pun
plug.
intended. I mean,
Yeah.
jeez, it just comes so naturally.
All right. Well, speaking of Sheena, your good friend, she also appears to be still trying to be friends with our lovely Kristen this season, even though Kristen has repeatedly been a problem for everybody. You know Sheena, like, why is she still hanging on to Kristen when Kristen has been like the devastation of everybody all the time. She slept with Jax. She ruined her relationship with Sandoval. She's like fighting every chance she gets. She yells at Lisa. She gets fired from Sir. Like, why is Sheena still like holding on to it even after all that she's done to Ariana?
I mean, I feel like when it comes to Sheena and I share common ground in the sense of, you know, you might see the ugliest side of people, but we see above all the bullshit, above all the crazy drama, above all the wildness, like we're all human at the end of the day. And Sheena and I share that in the sense that we see the better in everybody. So I feel like it's like unless you really, really cross me, I think Sheena's the same way. We give people sometimes too many chances, but, you know, don't take advantage.
So tell us, what is good in Kristen that like you know about personality, something we don't get to see maybe on the show?
Because, I mean, I just like it because I think she's so pretty.
She's beautiful.
In my opinion, she's the prettiest. So I'm just like, do you know what? You're so pretty. It doesn't matter how awful or horrible you are to everyone. I just like you because you're pretty.
Yeah.
But I want to know, you know, beyond the superficial, is there anything that authentically is good with her?
Something
So there's got to be something
everybody's
besides,
got a lot.
yeah.
But she definitely gets a bad rep on the show. Like,
She, you know, she is gorge, as you all say.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
dropped dead Gorgina, yes. And she is pretty smart, actually. You know, the more you talk to her and get to know her, like, she's very down to earth. She loves her crystals. She's very spiritual. You know, there's a side of her that we get to see that a lot of people don't get to see. So she is a good person. I know that. I just think, you know, emotions and drama and fucked up relationships get the best of you. And, you know, with Kristen, you know, throw a couple shots of tequila in the mix, it's
And it's
times
a
10.
mess.
It's like freaking Armageddon. But
yes.
Because you said she's a smart girl. So do you reckon she's maybe even just putting it on because she's a smart girl? She knows that maybe perhaps being a bit of the villain character works for her. So she's like, I'm just going to crank this up a notch. I'm getting high ratings by doing this and it's making me successful and interesting for the show. So I'm just going to really run with it.
I mean, all I can say is she's smart as fuck.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
Alright.
I'm scared of it.
Well,
you know
that
what I
actually
mean?
makes me feel better because, you know,
Totally.
like a girl with a plan. Like, we
She
can't
has
be
a
upset
plan, I
about
can
it.
tell you that.
She's got a plan.
She knows what's up. She's watching you even when you're sleeping.
There we go. Because even like Kirsten
Now
Cavallari
I'm
with the
scared.
heels, like back in the day.
That's true.
Nicest woman ever.
Yeah.
And once the heels like ended, she was obviously like, it was all just a bit of an act. I was happy to play the villain and beautiful person. So
Yeah.
maybe that's what she's like. Maybe it's just part of the business plan. And then once it's over, she can be who she authentically is.
Well,
We'll have to
much
wait and
love
see.
to her.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of authentic people, let's talk about Jax a little bit because we got a
Yes.
lot of Jax in this episode. He's got his third nose job. Jax is a fascinating creature of a person because I feel like we don't really know who Jax is because Jax has been lying for seasons, and every season it's a different version of who he is. And it was kind of awesome that his mom came to visit in this episode. She's turning 60, and he's got this relationship with Sheena that it seems even closer, I guess, than it has ever been. I mean, they're going out to lunch with each other's moms and hanging out, and it was really nice to see Jax has a mom.
I know.
And
a
Jax's
sweet
mom
mom.
is like a normal human being, because like Lisa said, she was kind of like, I thought I was going to meet his mom and she was going to be like some cold, emotionless like person that raised this crazy child, but she's an awesome lady, like with a heart, and just really knows who her son is and is cool with it. So that was really pretty nice to see.
Yeah. And what's your relationship like with Jax? Because we haven't met you as a character yet on the show. You're going to be coming in next week, I believe. So what's your relationship with Jax on the show and then off camera, and what dynamic do you bring? What type of character would you say that you kind of are in the show, and are you more on the villain side? Are you more on the conservative side?
Are you having to pull chicks apart?
I mean, I'm definitely not conservative by any means. I think people may think, but you know, it's interesting. I think this season is going to be interesting in the sense of it's going to be very introductory when it comes to me. I have very close relationships with the show, but it's hard to showcase that when you're filming a reality show. You don't want to come off as artificial, fake.
Yeah.
You know, when really like all our relationships are very quite real. We hang out with each other almost too much. And it's amazing. Jax, I've grown to love. Like, honestly, he's like my big brother. You know, I have a soft spot in my heart for him. He actually is a really, really good guy. Like, really, really, really good. And all that crazy stuff, I think it's just him learning lessons over and over again. And it's kind of like, maybe you'll see throughout the season that maybe, just maybe, he could turn over a new leaf. I don't know.
Are they tricking us and we're going to see Jax and Stassi find their ways back to each other?
You'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
But yeah,
Only
Jax
time
is
will tell.
amazed. We went to Vegas recently. Jax, me, Brittany, and I think that was it, right? Who else was there? Tom, Ariana.
Okay.
We had a blast. It was amazing. And I love Jax. I really do. They actually just moved in. Sheena and I live in towers across from each other, and Jackson Brittany just moved in across the street. So
okay.
There we go. He's out of his apartment.
So he's out of his
block
apartment.
party. You guys are gonna have to come over.
With Brittany. Sounds fun. Okay, speaking of parties, we had an amazing party for Sheena. She had a nice birthday party. She's turning 30, the dirty 30, and she did it right. Had a costume party. Did you go to the costume party?
I did, yeah.
Okay, who did you dress up as?
I dressed up as modern day Michael Jackson-ish. I don't even know. But it was like, you know, we worked it out. We did a little Thriller jacket.
Okay.
Made it work. And then, you know, I did Sheena's hair. She wanted to do Madonna glam.
Yes.
Like a virgin.
Very well done, by the way.
It out. She's like, I want crimps.
Because we all had a crimping iron,
baby.
and we loved it.
Exactly. Now we love it.
Now
right?
we love it. I mean, then we loved it, but we were looking crazy. But you know, whatever.
But now we're back. We're all about the retro. We're all about the Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday.
Flashback, all of it.
Give me everything.
Yes. Okay.
Give me all the trends in one look.
Everything at once, and we got everything at once at this party. I mean, we had like roller skating porn star looking guy.
And I totally love, like,
I loved it, but it is,
yeah. And even watching like Sheena and her husband's relationship, it's so nice to see that he's just this nice, down to earth, relaxed dude. Kind of, he's almost just letting the mix,
his star shine.
Yeah.
Which
Do you
is
think
really cool.
he's really good for someone like Sheena? Kind of brings it back down to earth, and there's this cool balance where she kind of moderns him up and gets him out there and having more fun and enjoying life, and he kind of grounds her and makes her down to earth. Is that what it's kind of about in real life, off the camera?
Yeah, I mean, like Shay's amazing as well. Like, you know, being neighbors, I get to see them quite a bit. And Shay is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. They're so cute together.
Aww. Like,
just knowing their story and seeing all the pictures from back in the day, like, they're like basically high school sweethearts. And it's just a beautiful thing to kind of see them, you know, be in love and then get married, be at the wedding, and then here they are. You know, it's amazing. And I do think it's true. I think we get caught up quite a bit, and Shay's the type of person that does kind of take Sheena back from all the chaos and brings her back down to earth sometimes. And it's nice to have somebody like that to balance you out in your life.
Like it a lot. I like Shay. Okay, well, so we had Kristen, of course, shows up to the birthday party, even though she wasn't really invited.
Do you know what I kind of love, though, when she walked in? Like, she was hoping for the drama. She was hoping everyone would be talking, but everyone's like, oh, she's at it again. She's trying to cause, like at the wedding, she's back again.
Yes.
Everyone just kind of like, if you just don't talk to it, it's like a little little
pretend
child.
like she's not there and it will go away, maybe.
Exactly,
but in her
yeah.
defense, I will say this episode, for the first time, I was kind of like, okay, maybe Kristen ain't altogether that crazy because James, honey. So he was DJing in his brand new wig.
Okay.
He obviously didn't get your help to cut that one up.
Yeah, I was busy. I was booked.
You were busy that
Yeah, I was
day.
booked that
You were
day.
booked. So he had his own wig. He was a Woodstock 60s something child doing some DJing. Anyway, he had a few drinks, and we've seen James in the past drink way too much and get messy, like Kristen has also done in the past, which is why they probably together make even, I can't even imagine like in real life, like what is really going on. So anyway, Kristen comes up to him, is like, how many drinks have you had? And he's like, I only had one, liar. And give me another one. So she's at the bar and finds out that he also is getting another drink at the bar, and it's just already starting to turn messy. And by the end of the night, he was pouring fireballs down his throat. Who does, like, what?
Double fisting.
Double
Nonetheless.
fisting.
It was
Fireballs.
Wild. It was wild.
Is that like a regular
It was
thing?
like a self-inflicted waterfall.
Yes.
Like it was a solo waterfall.
By himself.
I mean, I have to say, in retrospect, I'm kind of proud.
I mean, I was impressed. I was
Yeah.
definitely impressed that he didn't like pass out and darn near die right there. But like, okay, so James, drinking, kind of getting wild and getting a little aggressive has happened in the past. Is it really just kind of on the show because y'all are in those situations and they're filming, or have you seen sort of that energy happening a little more frequently than maybe necessary? So Kristen is kind of in a place where she's like trying to pull back and not be embarrassed, and he's sort of stepping over those lines.
I love James. I mean, James is, I feel like, to me, a little brother. Mm-hmm. I love him to death. He is, again, such a good guy, and I think Kristen basically said it herself. Like, he has a little bit of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde complex. No offense. Love you, James, but you
that's
do.
real.
Yeah,
That's real.
Throw one too many shots of Fireball into the mix, and he'll even say himself. Like, it's a whole nother thing. You know, when emotions get involved and things get involved, it just happens, and I think it happens to anybody, and with him, it's just, it's on steroids. So I love him. I really, really do. I really do. And I'm there for him for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, just because we get to, judge what's going on, because that's what we do at AfterBuzz TV. What do you think about so James is like 23 or something? Like he's quite a bit younger than Kristen. And Kristen seems to be like, sort of, she's in therapy now. She's working on her t-shirt line. Like she seems like she's getting to that point where she's kind of like wanting to step back and like look at herself and why are these messy things happening in my life? And maybe James is a little too young to like get there, because then she is kind of turning into the mom trying to police his activity. Do you kind of see that she's sort of maybe outgrowing James already?
I think it's complicated. I think there's a lot of things that are contributed to it. When you jump into another relationship so quick from another one, I think we all know that it's going to come with some repercussions. You haven't taken time to heal for yourself personally. And I've been guilty of that one too many times.
We all are.
I'm like, to get over somebody else, you got to get under on top of another. I've done that way too soon.
But sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you just need a good rebound, got it out of your system, and then you can move on.
But if you try to turn your rebound into like your lifetime partner,
a fucking
then
Mr. Right Now that turns into a Mr. 4 weeks, and then a Mr.
Then it's a year later, and you're like, oh, we're trying to have a relationship,
what's actually happening
and
here?
we don't know who we are.
But I just love how like deep like Kirsten thinks she's just such an LA character, isn't she? She's just like, I'm just gonna focus on my t-shirt line,
I'm just gonna
going to therapy.
She's gonna do her.
It's just so LA, but we so love it. Yeah,
I loved it. But also at this party, we see a fissure, I guess, starting to develop with Ariana and Sheena, who are like BFFers. And Sheena has been through it, like from season 1. Like Stassi, Kristen, and all of them, when they were all up under each other, they were really mean to Sheena. And then sort of it came around season 2 and then season 3. Like and I get it, girls' relationships are like that all the time. Mm-hmm. So, but now Ariana, who's supposed to be Sheena's like best friend, is sort of feeling like, okay, you're friends with Kristen. I'm at this party, and she actually says she thinks she has a fake friend. Mm-hmm. You gotta tell us, is Ariana like still around? Are they cool? Like, what's going on?
Again, Ariana, I fucking love that girl. She's definitely one of my homegirls. She's one of the most probably one of the realest bitches I know in LA.
Oh,
I
we
love
like
her.
that.
She's pretty fucking amazing. With that said, everybody on the show, for the most part, we're all it's like a family, you know, it's like a dirty, incestual little family. It's weird. And if I've learned anything, even just being here for one summer, I feel like, you know, bat your eyes, turn your cheek, all of a sudden they're BFFs again. Turn another cheek, all of a sudden they're fucking pulling each other's hair out. Turn your cheek, all of a sudden they're fucking in the bathroom. So you never know what you're gonna get, but if I've learned anything, you just gotta roll with it.
There you go.
At the end of the day, I will tell you, there's a lot of love there.
There's a lot of love
No matter
there.
what, there is a lot of love.
Okay, because we don't want to see good friends break up over.
Because it's almost like
nonsense.
brother and sisters vibes. Because
Yes,
obviously it's so intense,
totally.
and everyone's like, these people are so frivolous.
Yeah.
They stab each other in the
Yes.
back. But you kind of, when you love someone so much, you can kind of just say anything you want to them. Like the things I've
so
said to my
true.
sisters, like, I hate you, I hope you die. I'm going to be the one at the front of your funeral cheering.
I've tried to run you over.
It's a
like-
total
it's-
like
you can go
dysfunctional
there.
family.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
we're all in a group chat. You don't even want to see what's in the group chat. We couldn't even show it on AfterBuzz, I feel like.
Yeah, there we go.
But it's like, honestly, like it's so ridiculous. Like we're all so comfortable with each other, and it's like the worst case scenario is like when Lisa Vanderpump one day picked up Sheena's phone because she was laughing at Pump about group chat, and Lisa's reading off what's going on in group chat.
Oh my.
And it's like, if you don't know me, and I'm obviously new to just the Vanderpump
Yes.
enterprise, like I look like the dirtiest rotten scoundrel you've ever met in your life, and I'm like, that is so not me. Those things that I said in that group chat was supposed to be confidential, not on page 6 news,
Oopsies.
aka
Not for
Lisa
boss
Vanderpump's
lady.
like morning tea time.
Not for boss lady. But
Definitely not.
Accidents
And
happen.
what are well, we haven't met any of the other new characters. What can we expect out of them? Will they provide some more drama, or will they bring it back a little bit as well and kind of make it more down to earth?
The new girls are definitely going to bring spice to the show.
Ooh.
Some color,
Some more
flavor,
people for Jax to
Spice.
sleep
some
with.
sex.
Yes,
Oh.
Definitely
good.
some spice and a lot of action. It's been really fun, you know, like it was interesting to kind of be the guy that like comes onto the show, friends with all, you know, the originals.
The originals.
You know, and then it was kind of like me, Faith, and Lala, which you will meet later on in the season. I mean, again, I have such a close bond with those girls because we kind of like went into this whole experience blindfolded in a way. You know, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You like sign up for it, but at the end of the day, it's fucking batshit crazy. You know what I mean? And like, it's like at moments you're just standing there in the middle, like, okay, I have my friends, the originals, and then I have my newbies, the freshman squad. Like, somebody help me here because I'm feeling fucking crazy. You know, and I went through a breakup this summer. Like, it's been a wild one. I can't even tell. It's been bittersweet. It's a bittersweet symphony, but all good.
All right.
So will we get to see you dating on the show? Is that something that we'll get to see, or are you kind of not revealing that side of your personal life yet?
You know, I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide. So when the time is right, you will see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody in the restaurant, perhaps?
We'll see what
You're
happens. I
causing
mean,
Okay.
they might have to throw another gay on the show for that to happen.
I
Because
know.
it's going to get a little awkward if I was caught in the bathroom with James or Sheena for the matter. Which
would
my
be kind of
ex-boyfriend
cool.
did.
Yeah,
My
it
ex-boyfriend
happens.
did think that Sheena and I were sleeping together because we spent so much time together.
Oh.
And we were just thinking, like, how fucking ridiculous is it that you think that me and my best girlfriend are fucking. Thank God we're not together anymore.
Well, you have to find out somehow, and now he's gone on
Right.
to the next.
So yesterday,
To new.
as
Hilary Duff would say.
exactly,
Yes,
as a
yesterday,
fine
so
chic
yesterday,
girl
yes.
once said, so yesterday.
Exactly, just like her Maria. So yesterday.
So yesterday. So yesterday.
Yes.
All right. Well, before we wrap up for the episode, at least, I'm going to give a little shout out to Ken for grabbing Sandoval by the shirt collar. And like going all mafioso on him, like, you better respect my wife. Because I love that Ken pops around every once in a while.
I love
Even
Ken.
though like he's just
He's
so
the best.
sweet.
He like comes into the restaurant even without Lisa all the time, and
Yeah.
he'll just like say hi to everybody. He's like the sweetest thing ever. If you ever get grabbed at Vanderpump, it's gonna be Ken.
Ken, yeah.
So just know
He was
it's-
awesome. I met him a couple times. He's been very huggy and very
Yep.
sweet, and he's a great guy.
I feel like,
just
as
love
you
him.
know, Lisa's got his balls in a blender, that I feel like he just has to kind of come in there and just be like, look, I am strong, I can be heard, and she is great, but I'm also a strong dude as well. So yeah, I'm all about Ken vibes.
Ken is
Hashtag
great.
loving Ken.
Hashtag
All the feels for
always
Ken.
loving Ken.
All the
Yes,
feels for
feeling
Ken.
Ken, for sure.
Thank
Ken.
you.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Daddy.
goodness. Thanks, Daddy Ken. We love you.
We love you.
Say the same.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, so before we wrap it up, we want to clarify, just because you mentioned your music earlier. So you said you have a single out right now.
Yes, it's on Spotify. Amazon Music. What else? Apple Music. Which is new. You could download it. Get it all. Support.
Get it all.
Then we'll download it after the show.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
make
called
sure we
Drunk
support
on
it.
You. It's amazing.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about it. It's like my little baby, so.
It's your little baby.
Yeah, it means a lot to me.
Do you have any little acapella that you can share in the moment that you feel like sharing? With no pressure. We always like a little, just a little taste. But I'm an understander of the artist. Like if you ain't prepared and you don't want to do that because people want their voices right and whatnot, it's late.
But I understand if you've got Britney vibes and you don't sing and you just dance, that's
but
okay.
We would love a little taste.
Just a little something.
Just a little smidgen. Just a little smidgen.
What can we do?
What can you do?
We're gonna...
Whatever you feel good about.
Let's see. Any requests, anybody? Any requests here while we're here?
Do you know what? You should do a little bit of the American national anthem. Do a little bit of that, like Star Spangled.
Say, can you see?
Listen to that.
There you go.
Oh my God.
As an Australian, I've got to say, I love your national anthem.
Yeah,
love it, especially
really
when
funny.
like Beyonce is like in the land of the free. Not that I can hit the note, but
It's
gets
okay.
me every time.
Most people can. And
Can you
that's
do that
why
note?
it's
Can you do the
bad.
land of the free?
How do you do
It depends
that?
on
What
how
about you? That's your
you
test.
don't want me
Yeah.
to do it.
What is it? It's the test?
That's your test.
It's the
like,
test?
can you do
the national
notes?
anthem
Can you
is
do that?
really tough.
Right?
Can you do it?
Land
Yeah.
of the... Wait, do you guys
However
have
you roll
auto-tune?
on that.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, we can edit it later. Yeah.
we need that because then I could totally sing. It'd be great. But anyway,
Like, it's the best.
Look, we're being sung out
Wow.
there
they
like.
gave it to us a little
You
bit.
guys are chic
They
as
gave us a little
fuck.
bit.
You
See?
got everything
We're
and
up there,
anything.
guys. We're up there. All right, all
Oh my
right.
God.
Okay, so are you doing any live performances anytime soon or anything like that we can
yeah,
find?
there's hopefully, we did a really awesome gig over the summertime.
Cool.
That I was fortunate enough to have not only Ken but Lisa there as well.
Oh, great.
So it was a fun time. I won't say too much, but there may or may not be another cast member that will join me on stage. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Believe it or not, this is it's just funny how it is. Like a lot of the newbies are actually very musical. So
Awesome.
Lala and I are doing a cover of what is it? The Weeknd and Lana Del Rey's "Prisoner," which should be out on YouTube soon.
Fun.
So we just wrapped up on a music video for that a couple weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
At the Griffith Park Zoo, and Faith is a rapper, a very great rapper at that. So she's actually got a remix coming out with me of "Drunk on You," which will be released soon as well. So you guys have a lot
Amazing.
of music.
We got a
I know.
lot
I'd love to come
coming.
back and you can do a live performance
I
in the
know, you're
studio.
gonna have
I
to
would
give
love
us a
to. I would be more
performance.
than happy. I'll bring my guitar next time. We'll do it the right way.
Yes,
Awesome.
live instruments.
Yeah.
We love that. We
Sounds
love that.
good.
I'm not mad
Okay.
at that.
Okay. Now, for those of us that might need a little help, are you still doing hair every once in a while?
Absolutely. I'm at Mesh Salon on Robertson and Burn Way.
Okay.
It's a
that out,
great
ladies.
spot. I'm there a couple days out of the week. It's a celebrity-driven salon, so we do everybody from like J-Lo to Emma Stone, the Beckhams. It's a great spot. So
Okay,
I feel
okay.
blessed to be there. We do the girls from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh. And they always look fab.
Yeah, but it's amazing. I love it. It's on it. I've always been a creative type, so to be an artist, just full throttle and be able to do all these things, I think it is very LA.
Yes,
You know,
it is,
to try
but-
to be a Jack or a Jackie of all trades.
Yeah.
And I feel blessed to have the opportunities, so I'm happy.
Perfect.
To,
Well, this gets a little bit
Amazing.
deep, but does it feel good to have instant creative gratification? Because obviously you do an album and it takes
Right.
months and months and months until your single's released, until you have a final product. But when you do hair, it takes 35 minutes, you're
And
done,
then-
and then you get to see how fabulous it
And
looks.
then you get the joy because nothing like getting your hair done and loving it.
It's so true. You know,
Yeah.
the nice thing about that is it's therapy for both the stylist and the client. You know, you build these relationships with clients, and it's one of the reasons why I became so close with not only Sheena but Ariana. You know, spending those hours with them, you get to know them. They divulge all the drama and all the juicy
That's what
bits.
we do in the hair chair,
You know what I mean?
y'all.
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
I know if we want gossip, we're going to, because I don't even know where I'm getting my hair cut. I'm I don't reveal anything. Normally, I'm quite I keep my personal life, but I'm like, oh, this happened the other day. I got drunk and banged this person.
Right.
Guess
Yes.
what? That person's on the
You
cocoa.
throw it all out there
You
at the
just
hair
go
salon.
nuts.
Some of the
Yeah.
things that people say in my chair,
You'd be like,
you would be like, "Where's
Like-
my fucking pop?"
What's the craziest thing you've heard? Just quickly, what's the craziest thing you've heard without revealing names in a hairstyle? What's the biggest confession you've ever had? No names, but what's insane
I just
confession.
think like people like divulging their sex with rock star experiences or talking about their bedroom toys. And it's like a 65-year-old woman like with massive plastic surgery, and I'm like, are you a boy or a guy? I'm not really sure.
You're not too sure, yeah.
But I really don't want to visualize that right now. But I love you. Thank you.
I love you. Thank you for sharing.
And you know what? You look chic as fuck. Your hair's bomb.com and you're babed out. Good night.
There you go.
Good job.
Okay, okay. So, as creatively, what else do you hope to do in this business?
In
Just in entertainment and creatively, whatever. Ever want your own salon, whatever. Anything else you would love to tackle?
Like the short-term goal for me right now is like I'm hoping to go on like a little mini national tour next year.
Cool.
I just did like a pop-up salon stint in Chicago a couple weekends
Oh,
ago.
fun.
Good for
So
you.
that was
Shout
really
out.
amazing. You know, what I would love to do is just kind of do a little pairing where it's going to be like I'll go to like Chicago, Miami, New York, maybe San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll do like a day in the salon. I'll babe everybody out, and then they'll come to my show the next day, and I'll
That's
do a 45-minute gig, and I'll
great.
swoop you
Beautiful.
out. So it'll be a little tit for tat. You know, you get some great hair, and you get some great music.
That is a
in
brilliant
48-hour
idea.
experience.
Awesome.
Put that out in the universe. We
Manifest,
like that. We
manifest,
like that.
manifest.
Yes,
Come,
yes.
come.
Get your crystals
Come with the
ready.
kick drum.
Exactly.
Kristen, where's your crystals?
Exactly. And just also, we didn't ask, how do you describe the music that you do? Like genre-wise or energy-wise? Like
It's
how would you say?
very like, it's got a very R&B pop rock core at it all with sprinkles of electronic
Ooh, fun.
and indie. So I'm really excited. You know, I would say like very like 80s out The Weekend,
Okay.
if you can say.
Well, there you go. So we're
We
going to get our
like
hair
that.
Check out
did.
Drunk on You. Drunk on You is amazing. I'm so
Yes.
happy. I'm so proud. I worked with this amazing producer named Infinity. He's worked with
Okay.
like Mary J. Blige, Backstreet Boys, R. Kelly. He's super, super duper talented, and he took my story and created this incredible like manifesto. So I'm so stoked to share that with the world. Can't wait for the video.
And he has like the coolest
Excited.
name ever, like Infinity.
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 I know, right? Dun 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 dun. dun. It's so dramatic.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And you said you're doing a video. When do we expect the video?
The video should be out by the end of the year. So
Okay.
we're working on it right now. We got some cool ideas for it, and stay tuned. You may or may not see some other girls from the show on it, so it'll be a good time.
Hey, they're
And what about
hot.
James? Would you ever collaborate with him? Because obviously he's getting to the DJ kind of scene. Would you ever do something with him music-wise? Because he's quite a talented dude, actually.
We literally, you know, the nice thing about James is, he's totally my homeboy, and he is now actually at Pump majority of the times DJing.
DJing, yeah.
So
I've seen him
you know,
there.
we spend a lot of time with each other, and he's always wanted to collaborate. I mean, we've already started on a track like this last summer. So I mean, again, you know, keep a lookout. It's gonna come out soon. He's gonna remix Drunk on You, which will be amazing. But we'll probably do an original soon too. So I'm excited about that.
And we also had to get back to Stacy. Like, what is happening? Are we going to like her this season? What drama does she bring? Because she's got this magnitude of
In
a
our
character that...
Predictions. What do we expect?
Because obviously you're a Sheena fan. That's the best friend. So
I'm definitely Team Sheena.
how are you
Team
feeling?
Sheena.
What has she done? What has she come in? Can you give us just a bit of a sneak peek of what we can expect from that interesting
can't
lady?
Say too much other than at the end of the day, I got my girls back. So
Okay.
you know.
So that might mean that Stassi's
Sheena-
coming for her back?
You never know. The claws are out, right? It is Vanderpump Rules.
That's the truth.
This is gonna
We
sound
wouldn't have a
terrible.
show if it weren't for the claws now.
But I do have to say it. I'm Team Sheena as well. But I do like the drama that Stacy brings.
Yes.
But I do kind of find, this is terrible, but no one's talking about it. She's gained a little bit of weight, hasn't she? She
I
has.
mean-
I didn't want to go there, but I think when you say horrible things about people, like she does, and
Right.
you do stab people
There
in the back,
is satisfaction
I just-
when she doesn't look amazing.
I mean, she's still very pretty, but I kind of did laugh when we kind of saw a little bit of an introduction. I'm like, oh, she's popped on the pounds in her time off from Sir. She has. She's still very pretty. Still.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, but does that kind of feel like a bit of a good sweet revenge? Because she has
like
put on the
you're
pounds.
saying, it's like hashtag karma.
Yeah.
Hashtag karma. I mean,
Hashtag
she's
karma.
not fat. She's still very beautiful.
Yeah.
But she's
No,
definitely not
but,
as thin
for
as she used
me,
to be.
like
yeah.
I didn't know Stassi before this summer,
Yeah.
personally.
Oh, interesting.
So I always find that like when you meet people, like for example, like I'm in the realm where we have so many celebrities that come into my salon on the daily,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just be like, just living my life. I'm working.
It's normal, yeah.
And then I'll be like looking up. I'll be, oh yeah, she'll be with you in a second. And then I'm like, oh, it's Amy Poehler. Or like I'll go to the shampoo bowls and I'll be like, just living, you know. And then I'll look at, oh, it's Courtney Cox, or you know, it's Kate Beckinsale. Like you never know, and everyone looks so different in person. I'm like, how do I know you? Did I share a stall with you at one point?
Right.
Or were you on TV, or are you a movie star? Like same thing with Stassi. I didn't know her before the show. So to me, like she's just Stassi when I see her in person now. But she did confront me about the last AfterBuzz show because you know I'm Team Sheena Obvi. I don't know Stassi, nor did I ever think that A, I was gonna end up doing the show. B, would I ever meet Stassi? So of course here I am like nodding my head, agreeing to everything that Sheena's saying and everything that, you know, the other hosts were saying. And they were like, who do you if you could make over anybody on the show, who would it be? And at that point I just was like being real. Like I was like, you know, let's just fucking come down to my level right now. At the end of the day, it would definitely be Stassi. You know, I love Katie to death, but Katie cut her hair. Katie's not a professional. And if I know anything through my 8 years of training, like it's not gonna happen overnight. So for a good haircut to happen, it's gonna fit your face shape. It's gonna take a lot more than just a couple glasses of Chardonnay and a pair of shears. And it just didn't fit her that well. And I straight up said, you know, she has a round face, like it just wasn't working out. And I said that she looked like a bad version of Hillary Clinton with a bad chin job or something like that. I don't even know. It just fell out of my mouth. But she confronted me.
Which is great because I actually can see it now that you say
James invited me to Break Room 86, which is a spot in town, and it ended up being Stassi's birthday.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't know that we were going there, and then she would end up being there, and she confronted me, and she definitely had some drinks. It was her birthday, rightfully so. I would have been on the same page.
Oh my God, yeah.
And she literally came up to me, and she was like, you hate me. I was like, actually, correction.
I just hate your hair.
Didn't say verbatim, I hate you. I just straight up said what I said.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to love you on the show already.
Yes, I'm excited to see you.
#realness.
Yes.
Like, I like that you just don't care what people think and you're just going to say, I mean, life's too short. Is that your philosophy going in? That you don't care what people have to think about you as long as you're being real?
You're just going to be you.
I mean, I think we all care a little bit. At the end of the day, you do, but...
I mean, you don't do your hair like that or dress nice clothes if you don't care what people think about you.
But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like I'm a relationship person. You know, whoever you are, whether it's platonic, romantic, like, I'm going to have my relationships with people, and like I said before, if you fuck me over or you cross me, which takes time to do that, you got to really screw me over. But when you get to that point, you don't want to see it. It's a messy, scary place to be. Because when Jesse turns up the fire, it's a scary place to be.
I feel like this is. I can already see your introduction. Like when Jesse turns up the fire, it's a scary place to be.
That's like the Housewives opening. I love it.
But other than that, I'm chill.com.
You're chill. Okay, well, just because we gave the same benefit to Kristen, I'm going to give the same benefit to Stassi since we've been talking about her.
Yeah.
Having now met her and sort of done the show with her a bit, what can you give us that is sort of redeeming and great about Stassi that maybe we don't know?
But if it's inauthentic and you still think she's a fat cow, then say she's a fat cow. But if you think she's a nice girl,
but he thinks of the good side sometimes.
Good side, yeah. If you can you think of one good thing
or one?
There's always a silver lining.
There's always a silver lining.
There's always
a
silver lining. You know, I am giving her a chance, and I have given her a chance since the first day she came up to me. And I do think again, she's a good girl. I don't fully trust yet. The verdict's definitely out. Like she's back full throttle. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's weird. And she might feel the same way about me too, but you know, I'm genuinely nice to her and I'm genuinely giving her a shot. But I'm not stupid. And I definitely fucking have my eyes and my ears open. So
because you kind of feel like you can almost learn from Sheena's lesson, because Sheena went down there with her, tried to be friends with her.
Right.
So it's like don't go there and make the same mistakes that Sheena did. She's kind of told you what her position was with Stassi, so you kind of know that going into it.
And you know what? Stassi even said the day of her birthday, she straight up said, you know, I do appreciate the fact that you're ride or die for your girlfriends, because I would be the same exact way. And I was like, boom, you said it yourself.
All right.
You know what I mean? I didn't know you. I got my homegirl right here. I definitely got her back, so you can't be mad at me for that. And now I'm giving you a shot.
But I do love that she couldn't help herself. I love that she was doing all these
She had
interviews
to come on, like-
6 months ago. I'm just having such a carefree life. I'm just,
Everything's great. I'm
hanging
with
out in
my
Malibu.
boyfriend. You said I had a bad haircut and I look like Hillary Clinton. What?
But she
I
can't help. She has to come
love
back.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, I'm sorry.
Chelsea would be even
Chelsea.
worse because then I'm
Chelsea.
aging her like 20 years
Chelsea.
plus.
Well, either way, this sounds really exciting, and I'm very excited to see more from you this season.
Thank you.
So, where can fans out there find you on social media, websites, and all of that good stuff?
I think I'm pretty much the Jesse Montana across the board.
Across the board.
TheJessieMontana.
All right.
Twitter, Instagram. I think that's it, right?
Twitter,
Facebook's
Instagram?
dead.
Are you
so
Facebook is
Facebook's
dead.
dead as fuck.
It's kind of dead.
Don't
yeah.
request me
It's
because
dead.
you'll never get accepted.
Yeah. Are you a
Because I don't check it.
Periscoper,
Exactly.
Snapchatter, any of that?
Periscope. Oh my god, Snapchat is life.
Snapchat
okay?
is
I-
life.
We're gonna do a
See, I
Snapchat
feel like
together.
it goes in and out. Like,
I
Snapchat is
love-
everything, but Periscope is everything.
I
Like,
live
I don't know.
for my story.
Okay.
Like, I'm the proud daddy at the end of the night that watches my story, and I'm like, that was good, right? That was really cute. I did a good job, right? Those emojis, though.
I love
like,
it.
I love Snapchat because it's gone in the morning.
And I feel like it's a new YouTube because
Clicking on.
everyone used to be all about the YouTube life. You
There's
go
the
on,
Snap,
but now
yeah.
it's just the Snapchat
It's all
stories.
quick.
Yeah.
It's quick. You're either there or you're not.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're not, then it's FOMO.
I'm slow.
Amen to that. But
Yeah.
loving you, love his
I love you guys so
authentic
much.
vibes.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. This is cute. Like, I just was using a little like Australian hair product in the loo.
In the loo, yes, good job.
And I was like, it was
yeah.
so funny when she was saying like, oh yeah, he's from Australia. I'm like, I was literally gonna tweet about this product line. I was like, is it because I just have a soft spot in my heart for Australians, or do I actually love this hair care?
Oh, there we go.
Because it's an Australian
A little
brand.
bit of both. A little bit of both.
Totally, but yeah, come back with your music anytime.
Time, yes.
I would love to.
'Cause
Bring
we got-
Sheena along.
Bring Sheena. We got a long
and bring
season ahead
Darcy.
of us.
Oh, bring Sheena and Stacy.
Ooh, both of them on the couch with you in the middle to hold them
arm
apart.
on
I
arm.
know,
Might as
that
well.
would be
You know
fun.
that'll be a
That'd be
real juicy
amazing.
show.
AfterBuzz
Oh,
turns
not
Jerry
bad.
Springer. Yeah,
Yes.
get the hair extensions out. Oh,
Yes, I love it.
Oh my
Love
God.
it, love it, love it.
Amazing.
Okay,
Bring
and
the
also
tasers.
say your salon name again.
My salon is Mesh Salon.
Mesh Salon in Beverly Hills, guys. Check them
Mesh
out.
Salon LA.
Yes, we love it. All right, well, where can everybody find
Well,
you,
everyone can
darling?
find me at Dan Babic on Instagram, so that's DanBabic, and on Twitter I'm at Dan Babic _ because some bitch stole at Dan Babic
I
with 3
know.
followers. So
it's a struggle.
It's
you
a
know,
struggle,
my
it
name
is real.
super common,
So
so I have
real.
the same
That's the
problem.
worst.
The
It's
struggle
like,
is
who are you?
real.
I don't know how I'm alive
How do
right
I
now.
find that out?
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Can I
know.
just
Get
have
rid of
that?
your Instagram,
Get
Dan
rid of
Babic.
it. I mean, who
Yes,
has
I'm
Dan
coming to
Babic?
kill
Like,
you.
how could you take
what
that?
I really deserve.
Exactly.
But
Well,
do
you
all of your Instagram and your
You guys
social
can
media.
find me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, at Stuart Starlet, because my name's Courtney Stewart and everybody has my name. So,
Oh, boom, baby, boom. Yeah.
so you know, Stuart Starlet, make sure you follow us at AfterBuzz TV and check us out on iTunes, download us, rate us, give us all that great love, and we will see you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.